Welcome back to Meet the Museum. I'm Carol Ross, a docent at the Rabbi Ronald and Judy Shapiro Museum of Judaica here at Congregation Shalom. Today I'd like to tell you about the stained glass in our Pivar Foyer London Gallery. In 1971, Congregation Shalom commissioned the Conrad Pickle Studio in New Berlin, Wisconsin, to create 6 stained glass panels. We call our multicolored panels the 6 Days of Creation. Originally, they were situated on a wall along a walkway into the old entrance to the synagogue, as you can see in this photo. When we expanded our building in the 1990s, we created our present foyer with lots of window space and light so that people could leave the secular world behind them when they entered into an open area. The windows here were the perfect spot for stained glass art which utilizes light. First, let me tell you a little bit about Mr. Conrad Pickle, the artist who directed the glass studio. He was born in Munich, Germany, and apprenticed at the famed Franz Mayer studio there, learning how to create stained glass. He came to the United States in 1927 and eventually established his own studio in Wisconsin in 1947. That New Berlin studio closed 30 years later, and Conrad Pickle's son Paul now runs the studio based in Florida. Next, a few words about the stained glass medium. It allows many colors to be added during the manufacture of the glass. You will see a variety of colors in our panels. Stained glass is thinner than other types of glass art and makes light come beautifully alive. Historically, stained glass has been used in American synagogues since the late 19th century. Now, let's consider the subject matter. The panels tell the Genesis chapter 1 story of God creating the world in 6 days. There is no 7th panel since God's creation was finished and God rested on the 7th day. Our first panel represents day 1 of creation. God said, "Let there be light." God created day and night, light and darkness. Notice the soft cobalt blue coloring in the lower left-hand corner. This is Conrad Pickle's trademark coloring, sometimes mixed with a bit of gray. You will see this striking color used often in these panels. Our second panel, day 2 of creation. God created the firmament, what God called heaven. It was originally understood as a shell holding up the heavens, which we can actually see in the panel. Eventually, science understood that no physical barrier separated heaven and earth, and firmament came to be understood as the sky. Our third panel, day 3 of creation. God created earth and seas and plants. Our panel illustrates the variety of flora. The 4th day of creation, God created the moon, the sun, and the stars. On the 5th day, God created fish and birds. And on the 6th day, God created the animals of the land, and finally, human beings. I hope that when we are able to return to our building, that you will take some time to enjoy these beautiful panels in the Pivar Foyer London Gallery windows. They truly reflect our museum's theme and logo of our journey from Mideast and our origins with the creation story to the Midwest with art crafted by a Midwestern glass company. Thank you for watching. I'll be back next month to highlight more art in our collection with another Meet the Museum.